curious of what products are actually fantastic, number one, the top of Too Faced Cosmetics? Well, my dears, today I'm going to bring you my one brand tutorial, and all the products are on my face, my dears. I'm going to be introducing you to the oldest, to the old, to the newest, to newish products? Yeah, newest products. All Too Faced products, tutorials, and just a way for you to follow along. So if you're curious to find out what products I think are just fantastic, but absolute number one favorites, yes, my dears, I said favorites, then keep watching, my dears, keep watching. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dears, and thank you so much for pushing the little play button. I really, really appreciate it. Now, today I will be doing literally everything on my face, my dears. All my makeup are Too Faced cosmetic products. If you're interested in figuring out what my actual favorite products are, palettes to foundations to primers, and I even have some first impressions, just letting you know, then you're going to enjoy this video today. Also, one last thing. You're probably looking at this lovely shirt. See, I'm standing. Literally, it could be a dress on me, but it's a little big. If you go to the Too Faced site, I just thought it was really cute. I thought we'd wear it for a dress, but it's like 3 times bigger than me. So, it's gonna be a jammy, my dear. It's gonna be a jammy for me because it's like really, really big. Like from here, yeah, it's really big, my dears, but it's so cute. So, I was looking for cute pajamas. So, hey, that works, my dears. It works. So, just letting you know. Alright, so this is gonna be probably a very long video. My apologies because it is a tutorial, brand, products, and basically my favorite, so a positive video. So you're curious, you're ready, take out your makeup brushes, your cosmetics, and even if you don't have all of these Too Faced products, I'm sure you have some similarity of the colors that I'm using today. Alright, my dears, remember, please remember to subscribe and push the notification bell. See you in just a second, my dears. Alright, now we're going to start with the eyes. So this is my favorite palette from the Too Faced line, the Too Faced Just Peachy Matte. My apologies, it's early. This came out, I think, last year at some point. I'm going to try to research the exact date and put it right over here. But this is my favorite palette from Too Faced because it is matte, it is peachy, it is neutral. It may have a little bit of pop color here and there, which we will use, believe me, we will. And it's just easy to blend, all the way from the beginner all the way to the advanced. Can use this. I absolutely love this. And I like a lot of Too Faced palettes, my dears. This just happens to be my very favorite. So I'm going to show you my favorite look that I love whenever I use this palette that I use over and over and over again. And I'm just going to let you know, well, how I created it today. I'm going to face you directly, and hopefully this is the new way that I'm going to be doing the tutorial. That way I'm not on the side, and hopefully you're still able to see what I'm doing. So, but first things first, like anything else, I'm going to prime. Today, I don't believe Too Faced has an actual eye primer. I haven't looked anywhere. So I'm going to be using concealer today as my primer. And then, what I've been doing is I've been letting it sit a little bit, just so I can have a little bit more color. Now, I do that because I love everything full coverage. Because as you can tell from my lovely skin, I have redness and rosacea. This morning rosacea wants to come out. Yeah. When it hits your lips, I'm telling you. Okay. And then I'm going to be using, I call it a beauty blender because that's just what I'm used to, but it's a sponge. This is from Pat & Henry. And this came like a little pack, so I just like it. And it's very soft and squishy. I like this one. I'm all blended in. I'm nice, white, and canceled. So I go into this. I use my Sigma E40, and I use, did you right? I'm putting on my Sigma E40 brush and just put this all over the lid, just so we can set the concealer. My eyes are nice and set, and they're ready for the shadows, my dears. Okay, the first thing that I'll do, I'm going to start off with this color right over here. This is called Just Peachy, and I'm just going to put this all over the crease. I'm using the exact same brush. I'm sure you can tell the colors that I actually use a lot. Alright, you guys see how nice and intense that color is? This is a nice crease color that I love to do because I like starting with very light colors instead of the natural browns and so forth. I'm also going to be mixing 2 additional colors on top of this color. I will be mixing Peaches and Cream in Peach Punch, the same brush. I'm going to be putting Peaches and Cream, just Peachy, and Peaches and Punch, and put it all over the crease. I'm almost hitting pan with that Peaches and Cream. Alright, my dears, and that is basically all the colors I'm going to use on the crease for now. Then, my MAC 242 brush, you can go ahead and use any flat shader brush that you have, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be using Fresh Picked and Peach Cobbler all over my lid. Just mix those 2 together. And yes, Peach Cobbler is another color I'm getting pan on. And then you can leave the look like this if you like, but I like a little bit more of an edge. So, of course, I'm going to be mixing Just Right and Peach Sangria together. Because at first, I was using Just Right because that's what I wanted, but it didn't show up, so I learned to just mix them. And I'm going to put it right here on the outer crease, and maybe a little bit right here in the outer corner. Just not a lot. Okay, you see how that created a little bit of an edgy structure, kind of like just halfway on the inner crease? Now it looks very harsh and messy, doesn't it? Yes, if you're new to my channel, messy's not new. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be using another brush that's kind of like the Sigma E40, but this is from Alamar Cosmetics, and I'm literally just going to blend. Now you see how everything looks like one color? Now I will go over everything one more time and blend all over again, just to make sure I get the intensity that I like. This BMX 420 detail brush from Moda, and I'm actually going to be mixing Peach Mongery, I guess the first color, and Peach Butter, and I'm going to put this all up here for the brow bone. And then we'll go back with this brush that has no additional product, just the one that we blended before, and just blend everything together, my dears. We want no harshness. We are going to do some more things with the brow bone, just not right now. But let me go ahead and clean this up a little bit. We'll come back and we'll continue with the rest of the Too Faced products. Give me 1 second. Alright, my dears, I am back. I'm cleaned up. This is basically how the eye looked. Now, I did go ahead and use some liner. Now that liner, it is not a Too Faced product. So in this video, I just want to mention all the Too Faced products, hence the Too Faced one brand tutorial that I used. I know Too Faced uses a liner. I just don't have it, but anything that's not Too Faced related, I will put it down in the description below, as well as my mascara. Now, let's go straight into the brows. I will be using my oldie but a goodie, the Too Faced Chocolate Brownie, and this is in the shade Auburn. Alright, my dears, and that's all I'm doing with the eyes for now, because remember, we got inner corners and yeah. So then we're gonna go ahead and continue on with the products. Are in this lovely blue bag. I'm so in love with it. It's from Rebecca Minkoff, and yeah, I got it as a beauty point, like 500 beauty points from Sephora. Love it. As I mentioned, this is a Too Faced one brand tutorial, and some will be news-ish stuff. Some is gonna be very new. So we're gonna play a little bit of both today. And some will be first impressions, and others, no, tried it. Now for the face, I will be using as primer the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer with coconut water, probiotic ingredients, and skin reviver, silicone free. Now with me, I'm like obsessed with anything coconut. I mean, my coffee, it's literally coconut. These are the ingredients that I use, my dears. So it's just very good for my skin, which I obviously needed. My rosacea was to come. Alright, and then I use this all over the face. One of my favorite primers due to, well, hints of coconut. Now that that is all over the face, I'll be using, yes, I'm using a lot of very older, not not old, but older products so far. I will have some new things coming up, so don't worry, my dears. I'll be using the Born This Way Too Faced Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. This is in a shade warm nude. Oh, it's early, my dears. It's early. Now, I did declare this is one of my empties in this video right over here. In case you haven't seen, you can check it out. All the foundations that I went ahead and emptied, which I'm going to be doing some empties. So. And I'll be using the Sephora Pro Liquid Foundation Brush number 63. Okay, and that is what I'm using for foundation. Now I am finally, you're probably thinking, by the way, we are using a very new product today. We're going to be using the new Too Faced Peach Concealer Matte Instant Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade Buttercream. Now keep in mind, due to the whole COVID-19, no one can go shopping, so I did a lot of my stuff from the Too Faced website. I'm actually going to be using my Sigma F70. It's one of these little paws that even NARS has. Now this one, I'm not going to lie to you, my dears, I tried this yesterday. I have my thoughts, but I'm going to put this underneath the eyes. It does smell peachy, just so you know. The only thing is it doesn't smell like this peachy, where it smells actually a lot more like real peaches. This one just smells like artificial peaches. Too Faced is a brand who knows how to actually make smells more real, so I don't understand the whole like artificial things, but okay. Now with this, it says, keep in mind, coverage concealer. Do you see much coverage, my dears? I know, you're nice, pleasant, personal. Welcome. Do you see much coverage? Because I don't know if it's just the shade. I think I picked the shade a little bit too light for my skin. I think I probably needed the next color up. But it's, I mean, I'll make it work. It's just brightness. That's all it's going to do. It doesn't cover much. So I decided to let it wait for a little bit. I'm going to let it sink in. Now I'm going to show you how it looks like blended in. And you be the judge and tell me if this is full coverage to you. Very brightening, doesn't it? That's all it does, not much there. So, and I didn't want to use this concealer because I went ahead and, this is older, you guys know how it works. I already showed you how it looks in the eyes. This is a little bit more full coverage. I don't know if I said it in the beginning of the video. This is in the shade Snow. But I'm going to show you how I go ahead and fix this little situation. So, if you're basically a type person who just wants a little something, but you don't have like a lot of fine lines or darkness, or you just want just to smooth your skin out a little bit, this will be perfect. But I'm honestly questioning if it's honestly the color that I got, so I may buy it again for a darker shade and see if that helps, but I don't really see much coverage. So that's where we are there. But we're going to go straight into powder and set the entire face. In this particular case, we're going to be using the lovely, because I think this came out a year and a half ago, the Too Faced Peach, the Peach Perfect. This is in translucent. I believe this does have different colors. It's just I don't like buying color powders because my skin neutral and it's hard to find my shades, so I'd rather just buy translucent. This I did have to go ahead and purchase because I've run out of it. It's my favorite powder. So with this, like I said, it has the nice safety cap. Love, because it has peach and sweet fig milk infused. So I'm gonna shake it. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do underneath the eyes, which is what I've been doing a lot lately. And I'm going to show you a trick that I've been doing as well. So I'm going to put the powder, and I'm going to bake underneath my eyes a little bit. If baking is not your thing, think of it this way. Just don't leave it as long. Just use it more like a set, especially with concealers like this that are like not very good coverage. It just helps. Okay, and I'm going to leave that. Now I'm also going to be using this exact same powder for all over the face. Like I said, the only bad thing about this particular powder that I completely forgot about is basically trying to take it out. That's the tough part. So I'm going to put my brush in here and just set my entire face. The trick that I've been doing lately while this is setting, and sometimes I will put a more heavier powder like right here in the bottom part of my jaw and on my chin, but today I'm just not going to do that because my dears, this is not made to bake, it's just made to set, but I had to use what I had. you know, it's a one-brand tutorial. This is actually new to me, my dears. The Too Faced Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Powder, infused with peach and sweet big cream. And this says, shake me, baby. All right, you hear it? Just spit. Okay. Ooh, my dears, that spray is strong. I'll let it sit for a minute. Ooh, love the smell though, because it lets like all the powders infuse, and we're gonna use it again in a bit. And then I'm gonna use just this regular, my favorite, like, this is a bronzer brush, but I don't use it for bronzer, my dears. It's from Alamar Cosmetics to just take the bake off. That's another thing, if you're not into baking, just leave it on there for like a minute and take it off. If you're into baking like I am, keep it a lot longer, but it's unnecessary for right now. You see how that flawlessly, the under eye, even with that concealer, it melts everything in. That's what I like about it. Now we're gonna go ahead and go on with the face. This is a brand new product to me, and it's so cute. I know, the cover, the packaging is so soft. This is the Sun Puppy Bronze limited edition bronzer. I'm a little late to the game because apparently this came out a few months ago and I wasn't aware, and this is my brand, so I don't know, my dears. I don't know, but it's so cute. I know, cuteness. Cuteness alert, my dears, cuteness. This I haven't tried because I was too scared to ruin the puppy's face. So we're going to find out how this is. So I'm going to be using that Alamar complexion brush, which I use it for bronzer because look at that shape, makers. I know, it feels so bad going over the puppy's face. And I'm going to put it, I'm going to bronze and let's see how it looks. Okay, my dears, this bronzer, this is perfect for the summer if we were allowed to go out and not be in this quarantine situation. But this is a very nice bronzer, but as you can tell, even though it is very sun-kissed, I'm like, I have to keep building and building and building on it. It's very, very light. Like, if you're my skin tone, I think this is as dark as this is going to be able to show up. If you're lighter than me, it will work. Like, it will show up maybe more. But if you're darker than me, yeah, this is not going to work. Like this, I can picture more like a topper, but not as the main base. Or if you're my skin tone or lighter, maybe use this as one of those no makeup days. You just want to have a little bit of that bronze. And that's basically the puppy bronzer. Now, I'm going to just skip the face for just a second because I'm actually going to go back into the Peachy mattes and let's finish up the eyes, shall we? I'm going to be using my Sigma 13, and I'm actually going to be using Just Right and putting this all underneath the lash line. Now, if you want that to be a little bit lighter, I'm actually going to go back to the Alamo brush and literally just blend that out. That way it'll have a little bit more of a soft situation. Unless you're looking for like smoky eye, then it's going to be a little bit darker, but let's soften it up just a tad. Alright, my dears, and then you're saying, what about the inner corners? Well, I'm actually going to be using my Moda Pro BMX 420 brush, and what I'm going to do, my dears, switch over to the other Nude, yes dears, my dears, another Nude. This is called the Glowver Puppy Love Highlighter. I saw puppies, I couldn't help it. I know. And this is how it looks like. Be cool, not cruel. Hashtag TF cruelty free. Especially with what's going on right now, this is very appropriate. I know, it is so cute. So I'm going to use a little bit of this highlighter and I'm going to put it on the inner corner and on my brow bone. And this is basically how that highlighter looks like. It's nice, glowy. It's not one of those glows that are like from space, but it's a nice subtle glow, like an everyday type of glow. Maybe underneath another highlighter, which we'll do in just a second. And spoiler alert, yes we will, my dears. And I go back to this just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Then we're going to go ahead and test out this highlighter just on the cheeks. So we're going to be using one of my favorite highlighters I've been obsessed with lately. Yes, it's from Alamar Cosmetics. And it doesn't have a number, but one of these. I got it in a BoxyCharm, I believe. Now I'm going to put it on my cheeks. So it's one of those light highlights. It's like a glow within type of highlighter. Like if you're looking to get married or anything like that, I would think this highlighter would do just lovely. Just FYI, you can build it up. I'm building up right now. Very, very nice. So that's basically how this highlighter looks like. I'm gonna do some additional stuff to my face. Remember, one brand, two face tutorial with my favorite products. Now I'm gonna be adding some blush on top of this and more highlighter. Big surprise, big surprise. I'll be using the other one that's kind of similar to this, like packaging. They're Too Faced Sugar Peach Wet and Dry Face and Eye Palette. So you can use this for your eye, for your face, and everything else. I did do a tutorial and review of this particular product, this video right over here, and I'll also put it down in the description below, my dears. You guys want to see how much I love this palette? Bam! Almost gone with my dears, almost gone. Like this is the ones you can even do it like wet, dry. Everything's in that video, my dears. Go check it out. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to this Almar brush, the same brush that I used to put in the puppy bronzer. Oh, so cute, I know. What I'm just going to be using Peach Honey. I'm sorry, the words are like almost gone. And you can only use this like if you want that little bit of a glow. Technically spring, summerish, even though we're not going nowhere, but close enough. And I'm just going to put this on top lightly. Now, if you do want to be a little bit more intense, you can use MAC Fix Plus, but I'm not going to do that today. How it is glowing, and I'm going to add the blush. I'm going to be using these two colors right up here in Peach Pop and Sugar Peach. I just like mixing this too. And put it right on the cheeks. Alright, my dears. So you can tell that's how it looks like, nice and glowy. If you want that little more of a glow effect, you know, for beach parties, which you can't have. Or if you just want to be sunny and shiny because you can. Because you can, my dears, because you can. And then I'm going to go over the puppy highlighter from the Glowver. And I'm just going to use this color right over here, Peach Pearl. I'm going to put this on top. You see how much of an intense that is from the other highlighter? Now you see why I say the other one's more like bridal. This one is, not so bridal, my dears. And it's more intense when you put MAC Fix Plus. I know. And of course, I may add just a touch in the inner corners. Not much. Just enough just to be seen. Yes, I, my dears, like to go back and use the Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray again. Just for everything you can go and blend in. Nice and smooth, my dears. Always the test spray. It has that lovely peach smell. Ooh, love, my dears, love. And I love this setting spray. It lasts like all day. I'm not even kidding. Now the lipstick, my favorite Too Faced lipsticks that I do love. They're not new, but they're been a while for around, my dears. And yes, they still sell these products and on discount, just may I add. I'm going to be using these two. They're the Cremes. They're like the most smoothest lipsticks that they make up, in my opinion. Hence the word Creme. I'm going to first add this color. It is Lollipop. You're thinking, that's a little bit too purple. A little bit too long for this look. That's what this other color comes in. This is in the famous Unicorn Tears. They have made a lot, and I mean a lot of products. I think they even have like a lip gloss of Unicorn Tears, but you know, this is always like on sale because I did look at the site before I came on. They still have this, and I think it's like down to like $20 or something like that. And I put this all over the lips, and just look at the effect, my dears. Just look at the effects. Love, my dears. I love these two colors put together. Honestly, I love this color on top of any lipstick, to be honest with you. And like, still have quite a bit left, kind of, sort of. But I love this lipstick. I ain't lying. I just love it. And my dears, that's basically all the products, to older products, older to newish to new products. all mixed all together for today's video. As I stated, I did use like 2 products that are not Too Faced. I'm sorry. So honestly, I did use like 3 products that are not Too Faced products. My apologies, I just didn't have those, but I have a specific look. I'll list those products that I did not use down in the description below, just in case if you're kind of curious. Because I used the NYX for the white liner. I used Hack and Henry for the brown, and In Cosmetics Superhero for the lashes. Yeah, everything else was all Too Faced related. So if you have any of these products, let me know. Do you still use them? Do you love them? Have you repurchased? Because obviously some of these, if you see my MTs, have been repurchases, my dears. And as stated, this is basically my favorite from palette to products, lipsticks that I love from Too Faced. I still love a lot of the products, but these are my absolute favorite for today's one brand Too Faced makeup tutorial. And if you recreate this look and if you have this products, let me know. Tag me on my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at EnidBlueSinger. Let me know you recreate it. I'm just curious to see them, my dears. I'm very curious. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying, because my dears, you made it. You have made it, my dears. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you on my next video. Oh, almost forgot. My classic ending. One last thing right before you leave. Be safe, be kind, be careful. I love you, I miss you, and I'll see you on my next video. Like seriously, especially with how the world's being with protests and viruses. And please be careful and be safe. Love you very much. See you soon.